Thanks for staying with us. All right, we're going to start with the nation. 35 billion naira, 585 million naira probes Sadiya Edu barred from traveling. Supreme Court reserves judgment on Mufwang's appeal against SAC. Tinubu orders cut of president's, vice president's traveling teams. World Bank, global economy set for weakest performance in 3 decades. Police parade suspects in Plateau killings and others. Short third mainland bridge worsens gridlock. Police rescue hotelier held after payment of 25 million naira ransom. And soldier in trouble for insulting Sanwo-Olu. Okay, which story are we starting with?
Major headline.
Major headline.
The EFCC said they grilled the suspended Minister of Humanitarian Affairs and the former minister, and they had to take their passport to restrict their travelings. So just to restrict their movement, of course, they kept them. But the story extended to other developments around this case. So they also invited 3 bank CEOs, and this story, Nation did not reveal them, but we saw the bank CEOs online. You can go online to know the CEOs for their involvement in it. They said there's a law that restricts them. That's the Anti-Money Laundering Act of 2023, Section 5, 10, and 16, sub B, paragraph B, restricts them. They should have flagged such transactions for violating the Anti-Money Laundering Act. So they've been invited and they are being investigated for conspiracy in these dealings with the Humanitarian Affairs Ministry. Also, the Minister for Interior was seen at the villa, as well as Minister for Arts and Culture, I think. She was also at the villa. Those were some of the ministers also, right now trying to say the president. But they said the Minister for Interior only went to brief the president about his ministry. Another witness report in the story says he wasn't able to see the president. So I hope that tidying up, because the Minister for Interior for me is doing very well. I know that his company is presently being investigated around this. I hope that he's absolved of any conspiracy or wrongdoing.
Yeah. So the Rivers State Police Command has rescued a popular hotelier, Mr. John Sonny, who was reportedly shot 3 times before he was taken away from his home at Artillery in Port Harcourt by gunmen. They said the kidnappers refused to release him even after they had, paid a ransom in dollars worth about 25 million naira. The police commissioner, Olatunji Disu, was the one who spoke yesterday, and he said the victim was kidnapped December 19, 2023 in his home. The victim is a popular, hotelier, and by the time the gunmen got there, they shot him 3 times in the leg before they took him away. So the family members tried gathering the money. They did not inform the police. But after paying close to 25 million naira, the kidnappers refused to release him. So the wife had to go report to the police, and they traced them. They traced them to their hideouts. They first of all traced the car that they used. They had taken the car to the mechanic workshop to change the color, but they were able to get at least 2 of the vehicles used for that attack, and then, went into the hiding. They were able to get, I think, some ammunition from them as well. They now said that they discovered that they were collecting the money in food coolers. So they'll tell people to bring the ransom, put it as if they were carrying food to them. That's how they have been operating. It's just good that he's been released and,
Okay. Yeah. And then I have police parade suspects in the Plateau killing. So 3 suspects linked to the Christmas Eve attack on the Plateau communities have been arrested and are being paraded by the police. According to the police, the suspects are Ahmed Suleiman, Balikisu Aliyu, which sounds to me like a female name, I'm not sure, and then Aboki Samuel. They were found with arms and ammunition, a golf car, and, other things. So they said that so far with the investigations, they've been able to apprehend these 3, but they're still investigating, and hopefully they would be able to arrest the others as well. The police also talked about the attack that happened at the supermarket in Nasarawa State, if you remember, where 4 people, including a CBN staff, was killed. And they said that because of intelligence, they were able to also, apprehend those suspects as well. And the team is working hard, to make sure that they are doing the best, concerned security-wise.
Right.
The police gave like a full update of what is done so far. It says the police informed that a total of 67 suspects so far have been arrested,
Right.
many arms and ammunition seized, and so on and so forth.
Okay, very quickly, World Bank has said that the global economy is set to rack up really sorry state by the end of this year, 2024. According to the World Bank, latest global economic prospects report says that this is the slowest half decade of gross domestic product growth in 30 years, and that's a global record. And it's saying that the only thing that is kind of holding us up is the US's economy, the strength of US economy. But according to them, said that without a major correction, this year will go down as the decade of the wasted opportunity. Near-term growth will remain weak, leaving many developing countries, especially ours, the poorest, stuck in a trap with paralyzing levels of debt and tenuous access to food. Moving on quickly now to the Punch. Humanitarian Ministry scandal, EFCC seizes Edu, former minister's passports. Picture story here. Police parade 3 suspects linked to Plateau killings. Lagos police look into the Tiwa Savage petition against Davido. TB Joshua Squan faults BBC report, ex-disciple knocks late prophet. 85 abducted as bandits return to Kaduna-Abuja Expressway. Nigerians hail Tinubu as president trims foreign trips entourage. Fake degrees, FG probes 107 private varsities, and NNPCL posts over 2 trillion naira profit. Okay, which story? Let's take one story before
we can do Davido.
Okay.
So the Lagos State Police Command has confirmed the receipt of the petition by Nigerian singer and songwriter Tiwa Savage over alleged bullying and threats to her life by, the Grammy nominee David Adeleke, known as Davido. The State Police Public Relations Officer Benjamin Hundeyin responded to an inquiry and said that they have started investigation into the allegations. And he says, I can confirm to you that we have received the petition and investigation has commenced. And in the petition, which was in circulation all over social media, Tiwa had accused Davido of uttering disrespectful words to her, amongst other threats. And she said that she had, I think, responded to a post or made a post about Davido's baby mama, that's Sophia, and I think Davido saw it and then, sent a message to her, talking about it and insulting her, saying unprintable things to her. And so she reminded Davido of how she had been supportive of him even when he lost a son and, all of that. And Davido says, you have to be very careful in a place like Lagos. I'm going to deal with you. You have to really be very careful. This and that. Also sent people, to tell her that. So she decided to go to the police and, make this petition that if anything happens to her life, Davido should be held responsible. But I'm happy that the police is already investigating.
Yeah.
Let's just see how this runs.
Okay, let's go on a short break now. When we come back, we continue with our review. Stay with us. We'll be right back.
Stay tuned. Your View will be right back.